Azula is such a prodigy that was able to one-shot Aang in Avatar state and alone take on Team Avatar. Even when she was not capable of firebending, they still could not beat her.
I can't pin her down. She's too quick.
She was such a powerful antagonist. And then there is Iroh.
You can shoot lightning? How cute. I eat lightning for breakfast.
That's a spicy meatball!
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Now get out of my ship, chill out, and think about what you have done, young lady.
Such disrespect. Imagine you doing something similar in real life. Consider this. There are toxic people like Azula who with their words can destroy your day, unless you know how to redirect all that negativity, such as telling yourself that words without truth are just a sound, a vibration in the air. Toxic people often say those awful things because they wish to feel superior or for you to suffer. But what happens when they get no reaction from you or even you being happy, such as you being amused about how laughably untrue their words are? Probably they get irritated.
Emotional damage!
And look how the tables have turned. Zuko approves this message. It would be one thing if Iroh redirected Ozai's lightning, but teaching the technique to Zuko so he can do it is even more disrespectful from Iroh's side. Moreover, due to the uncle's teachings, Zuko chose not to redirect lightning back at Ozai, and afterward gave off a badass aura.
You are alive because I chose to. Weakling, what are you gonna do about me disrespecting you?
Oh my Iroh, how much more disrespectful can you get?
He was like a one-man army.
Next flex. In a world where people can move mountains with their minds and cast fireballs, non-benders are at a huge disadvantage, unless you are Ty Lee.
So you have a very powerful bending technique? It would be such a shame if somebody chi blocked you, temporarily preventing you from bending.
She beats up benders left and right by being so nimble, with advanced knowledge about the human body and having those
magic fingers.
These skills are very useful not just for fighting, if you know what I mean.
FBI, open up!
I meant to like and sub.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
FBI!
And then there is Aang.
He does exactly what I do, but better.
He was given an ultimatum to kill Phoenix King Ozai or doom the world. The mad lad chose the third option, turning his arch-nemesis into Zuko's pet. Do you understand that for a bender, bending is like a part of the body? So Aang basically also cut off Ozai's manhood. To pay respect to Aang, write Ozai's D in the comment section. D, of course, stands for disrespected and definitely nothing else. Also, in real life, people are gangsta until you take away their source of power, usually by taking
The high ground!
For instance, you really enjoy something and somebody tells that it is trash. Instead of trying to disprove the claim or doubt the other person's intelligence, better change the game by showing a bigger perspective, by agreeing that both perspectives are valid and vary, because you are different people with different cards in your hands, which makes you both appreciate different things. And instead of futile arguing about who is right, better together reveal the truth by analyzing why the opinions differ. If the other person takes
The high ground!
too, then you both will expand your minds by re-examining perspectives. But if the other person decides to continue arguing who is right, then just say,
It is foolish to think that one shard of a mirror is more valid than another shard, or even that a shard is a whole mirror. If you do not wish to see beyond your own shard of reality, then it is a waste of my time to continue this conversation.
It is important to draw wisdom from many different places. If we take it from only one place, it becomes rigid and stale.
and just leave. Can you see how you have blocked the other person's attempt to be right and with it superior? How you saved your time from pointless negativity? Next flex. Over many millennia, there have been many capable earthbenders like Bumi and Kyoshi, prodigies, who have experience of more than 100 years, if not nearly 10,000. And then there is Toph, a blind 12-years-old child who has been sheltered by her rich parents almost all her life. But nevertheless, she managed to flex on all earthbenders who have ever lived by inventing metal bending. Moreover, she did it not despite being blind, but because of it. So in a way, Toph also flexed on Mother Nature.
You thought that it would break me, but instead you gave me a strong weapon to succeed.
This just shows that being bad at one area does not deny being great at another, and vice versa. Even world-famous geniuses in one area can be very dumb in another. Also, that capability to see things from a different angle can open unexplored opportunities. That is why it is so important to have the previously mentioned conversations to find out the truth, to train an ability to see from a different perspective. The road might be full of setbacks, but be inspired by Toph's badass indomitable will to break free from her chains, to overcome all odds. Of course, there are also techniques which help to facilitate creativity, such as to take something from one area and apply it to a different context. For example, people say that there is no point in reinventing the wheel. Meanwhile, Aang went,
Hold my tea. I will come up with a totally original airbending technique.
They see me rolling.
He impressed others so much that was given the title of Master. Next flex. Waterbenders are the horniest people on the planet, always having a lubricant and healing abilities to last longer. Also, they usually live in a very cold climate where they constantly need to warm up, if you know what I mean. Moreover, their parties are legendary, like booze flying in your mouth, whether you want it or not. But even among them, Katara is a party animal on a totally different level.
Everybody do the flop!
On a full moon night, even if somebody has passed out, the body will dance and maybe even do other activities, because Katara's bloodbending turns people into puppets with who she can play. Can you see flexing possibilities with this power? Moreover, for Hana, it took years to learn bloodbending on humans, while for Katara, only seconds. Katara went from not knowing that something like that is even possible, to overpowering the master of the craft, faster than a horny babe can strip. And it is not even the real flex. To add insult to injury, Katara the majority of the time tried not to use bloodbending. The mad lass confronted with the ultimate waterbending technique refused to learn it, because it was not in her style. And Katara learned the technique only due to Hana's continuous tantrum, in a way begging Katara to learn the technique.
Notice me, Senpai!
I cannot believe it. One thing is if you disrespect another, but totally different if somebody disrespects themselves for you. Bloodbending's mental equivalent is manipulation, by understanding what motivates people and exploiting it. Of course, it can be used for evil, such as to cheat out money, but also for good, such as to empower people to overcome their limitations and make their life much more pleasant. For instance, by creating a positive, accepting, and so on the desirable working environment, you manipulate people to be extra energized and work a little bit harder, to go to a job with a smile and try their best, instead of going to a forced labor camp with extra steps and doing the minimum to avoid being fired. The same principle applies to a school. An honorable mention goes to a cabbage man who did not give up after the first misfortune. He multiple times flexed on Fate, who tried to break him. Which of them was the most disrespectful? Did somebody else flex even more? Let me know in the comment section. Also, did you know that Iroh has a secret bending style? Or if you just wish to see me simping for Iroh for 10 minutes, then check out this video.